the Washington Huskies and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulled and fired complete. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the RPO complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size, and he's got some... I mean, he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
So now it's second and long. Keep it on the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Clemson! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wesco on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field here and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Williams to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On third down, here's Washington. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Washington.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This time on target. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clemson is quick to the line.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Might be changing the route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Williams. Pocket breaking down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Williams. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He got it, feet down in bounds.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion.
Going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30.
football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to Washington again. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they...
Caught, and he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Stands in and takes the hit. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Brown will throw it. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this team right now has got to be into some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and in your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the run, it's Ncaa. Picks up the first down. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Off play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Running inside, it's Ncaa. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Brown will throw it. Right down the middle. Working that left side. Turning it on. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. The 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where the...
Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Brings him to the open. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Snap it to the back. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Going to the run, it's Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Now on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They're going to go for it on fourth down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Nimrod. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. A pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. It's complete on the right side. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Russell. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some.
Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
From the red zone, it's Lacey. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Mack throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Edwards. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Again, it's Mack. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using his legs, it's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it and breaking on it and making the play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Got a wide open receiver. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pressure coming, being chased. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Hill. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. Alabama quickly back to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Mack. Big fella moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get us stopped here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Grab behind the line. It's Hill. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on second down. Again, it's Mack. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And after the failed connection on second down, this offense faces a third down. Austin Mack. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Upstairs to make the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Again, it's Mack. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Edwards.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the offense breaks the tide, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tide, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to get away. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Rushes on him. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half,
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one, just